Hello, Surge family. My name is Tim, if we have not met, and I want to take just a few moments to walk you through some details of the fall retreats that we have coming up this weekend. Everything that we're going to be talking through would be on the sheet that will be attached to this email that you received. And I'm just going to kind of walk through, explain some things in a little more detailed. If you guys went to summer camp, fall retreats works a little bit different than summer camp, especially the dropping off and the luggage and all that stuff. So let's get into it. So first thing is we leave Friday, November 3rd, which is this Friday. We're meeting at the church at 5 o'clock. But before Friday even gets here, we need to see you on Thursday between 5 and 6. So Thursday, November the 2nd, between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock is when we need you to come and drop off your luggage at the church. Okay? This is huge. This is very important. We don't have room for luggage on Friday. So please be here on Thursday to drop off your luggage. When you arrive on Thursday, there's going to be a few things that's going to happen. There'll be a table with Amy, Ryan, and I, maybe a few others there. You'll come and check in, and we will give you a bracelet that will put on your bag. And then you'll put your bag in a specific location. And this is important because Friday morning, a few of us are going to go to the fall retreat, and we're going to put your luggage into your cabin. And if you put your bag in the wrong spot, or if you don't put the right tag onto your bag, then your bag may not be there when you get there. So it'll be there, just may not be in your cabin, and we'll have to try to find it in other cabins. So when you arrive, you'll put a tag, a pink or a blue or a yellow tag, whatever color, onto your luggage, and then you'll put your luggage into a specific pile for fall retreat. And then another thing that's very important, this is huge, is you need to make sure that your name is somewhere on your luggage. It could be masking tape, but make sure it's visible, because if your luggage is not in your right cabin when you get there, it makes it so much easier to find your luggage among all the 200 other bags that we'll have out laying around. So Thursday, you'll come, make sure your name is visible on your luggage somewhere. Make sure you get a tag and put your luggage into the right pile, and then we'll load it into the U-Haul after that and get ready to take it on Friday morning. So that is first thing. Then Friday, like I said, you'll meet here at 5 o'clock. Make sure you eat before you come. And our plan is to leave the parking lot and headed to Junction City around 5:30. So make sure you're here on time. When you get here again, you'll check in. You'll just hang out in the atrium until it's time to head out. Then we'll call you out by grades. We will load up the buses. The buses are school buses. So you'll load up the buses, and then we'll be on our way to fall retreat, hopefully by 5:30 at the latest. When you arrive at fall retreat, you will not go straight to your cabins. You're actually going to be dropped off near the worship center where we'll have our sessions. And then you'll head in, and we'll have our very first session soon after you get there. And then after that session is when we'll dismiss you. We'll tell you what cabin you're in. You'll head to your cabin, and then we'll talk about the rest of the schedule here in a few minutes. But when you first get there, just realize that you need to have your Bible on hand with you. Don't pack it into your suitcase. Something to take notes with. Have all that with you on Friday when you arrive. Also, just like any other retreat that we do, we don't want any cell phones. No cell phones are allowed on the fall retreat. This is a time that you can just be in community, be with your friends. Your leaders will have their phones. Our camp nurses and Amy, Ryan, and I will have our phones. If you need to get a hold of someone, or parents, if you need to get a hold of your child, you can contact us. And our phone numbers will be on the sheets that you'll receive in the email. Our retreat nurses are Brian and Missy. They've been our camp nurses and retreat nurses for many, many years. They're awesome. If you're a high school student and you're driving to the church and you're leaving your car here, it's very important that you leave your car in the east parking lot over by Wanamaker Elementary School. We have services on the weekend, and we don't want to take up these front prime spots for you guys that are leaving your car overnight. So make sure you park your cars over in the east lot if you're planning on leaving your cars here. Like I said, we're traveling in buses. We have 4 school buses that we're traveling in, and we will be back at the church around 12:30 on Sunday. And we will drop off our kids down at the lower east lots by the elementary school, and that's where we'll have the luggage unloaded, and the kids will be dropped off there, find your luggage, and you guys can head out and get some sleep, because we know that you won't get much sleep this weekend. If you want to keep up to date on what's happening on the weekend, we suggest you follow our Facebook page or our Instagram page, and we'll try to keep you up to date of what's happening. You can also watch our services on Facebook or YouTube if you're interested in that, parents. Food allergies. This is another big one that we need to talk about. If you have any type of food allergy, there will be a link attached to this email that you'll need to fill out a form by Wednesday, and so that the kitchen staff there knows how to better prepare for you if you have gluten or dairy free or tree nuts or whatever it is that any allergies that you have. Make sure you fill out that form so they can be ready for you and have something prepared for you at Fall Retreat. Also in this form will be what to bring to Fall Retreat. It's typical things. Please bring your Bible. Toiletries, please bring it. I know it's a short weekend, but please still bring it. Pillows, linens, all that stuff, except for if you are a sophomore, junior, or senior girl, okay? Just those 3, sophomore, junior, senior girls. There's actually linens already on your beds, so you don't have to bring a sleeping bag or linens for the weekend. If you want to bring your own pillow, you can do that, but you do have linens provided for you. Bring towels, water bottles, flashlights. It gets very dark at Fall Retreats, so make sure you bring a flashlight so you can find yourself around at night. Bring a jacket. The weather is actually supposed to be very nice during the day, but at night it will get down in the 40s, so it will be pretty chilly at night. So make sure you bring something, a sweatshirt, hoodie, jacket, something. And then if you don't bring any games, so there's some downtime on Saturday that you can play games, or if you want to bring any sports equipment, volleyballs, basketballs, footballs, frisbees, disc golf, you can do that as well. We've already talked about team colors. Hopefully you have that. If you don't know what your team color is, if you signed up late, it'll be in this email. You can check that out. And make sure by tomorrow, Wednesday at the latest, if you need to bring it to Surge, make sure you have your Rock Springs liability form filled out. Jenny has been sending emails out, so make sure that we don't have to look for you on Thursday when you drop off luggage or Friday. Make sure you turn those in for us. That would be super, super helpful. Okay, let's talk about the schedule just for a few moments. We talked about Friday, the 5 o'clock being at the church, leaving. The only thing that's different, or something that we need to kind of maybe talk through for Friday, is once session is over, you'll head back to your cabins. You'll do your community groups in your cabin, and then it's kind of an open gym, kind of a free time that night. If you want to kind of get your bed ready, hang out in your cabin, you can do that. The gym that has basketball and different things, it'll be open if you want to chill and hang out in there. But there's a few different places that you can be that Friday evening. And then Saturday, we'll get up for breakfast at 7:30. We'll have our session in the Heritage Hall, which is our worship center. And then you'll head out for some Be With time, which I'll talk about that more on Saturday morning. And then you'll have community group time, and then we'll have lunch. Or actually, right before lunch, we'll actually do our group picture. And we'll explain where that's going to be, lunch. And then Saturday afternoon is our free time / activity time. So if you signed up for horseback riding or high ropes course or archery or the rifles, you will, in this email, you'll have your allotted times, and you'll go to that specific location for your specific activity at your specific time. So make sure you're going to be responsible. Your leaders are not going to make sure you're there. You're going to have to be responsible to be where you're supposed to be, and we'll let you know where you need to go on Saturday. But make sure that you're at your location for your activity 10 or 15 minutes before your activity actually begins. And then Saturday evening, we're going to do a talent show for leaders. But here's the thing, not very many leaders have signed up for the talent show. So if we don't get very many more leaders to sign up for a talent show, we may open it up to some students to showcase your talents. So we won't know for sure until Saturday, but if you want to come prepared to showcase a talent, just be ready. We will announce that on Saturday morning, give you some time to prepare for that, but just be on the lookout. Our hope is to have enough leaders to showcase their talents or lack thereof, and have some fun with that. But if we don't get enough leaders, then just be ready, students, if you want to showcase some of your talents. And then Saturday night, we're doing the same thing we did last year. It was a ton of fun. We're doing a fall flannel formal. I'll be in the gym. Bring your best flannel that you have. It's going to be an awesome, awesome, fun night. And then Sunday, we'll have our last session Sunday morning. And then we'll have a short time of community groups. And then 11 o'clock, we'll start loading the buses. 11:30, we'll head out and hopefully be back at the church no later than 12:30. So that is kind of a rough rundown of the schedule. Again, the schedule will be in this handout or this attachment in the email that you're receiving. So if you have any questions about Fall Retreat, about what's happening, or random questions about activities or whatever it is, feel free to let me know, and I will hopefully answer any questions that you guys may have. I am looking forward to an awesome weekend. It's one of my favorite weekends of the year. It's a ton of fun. Rock Springs is an awesome place. So in the meantime, be praying for your students. Students, be praying that God would just reveal things in your life. The theme for this year is Love Recklessly. Our guest speaker is Heather Flees. She's awesome. You're going to love her if you were not here in 2019 when she came and spoke. So be praying for Heather. Be praying for your students, parents. Students, be praying for yourself. And just be ready for an awesome weekend. Love you guys, and we will see you on Thursday for luggage drop-off.